Hi everyone, welcome to interview with champions. Today we have the privilege of featuring Mr. Rajeev Srinivas, the 2024 National Public Speaking Champion. The National Public Speaking Championship is one of the India's most prestigious and widely recognized platform for public speaking excellence. Hailing from Kerala, Mr. Rajeev Srinivas is an engineer by profession and works with Tata Consultancy Services. In addition to his professional role, he is distinguished Toastmaster from Toastmasters International. He's a public speaker, a soft skill trainer, and a certified instructor for laughter yoga. Conducting the interview is the esteemed distinguished Toastmaster Mini Mohan. She served Toastmasters in various capacities, including district administration manager. She is an advocate for Indian culture and art, collaborating closely with Surya International. She also creates audio books for visually impaired, making valuable contributions for them to learn and enrich.
Good evening, viewers. Today, we have with us the National Public Speaking Champion 2024, Rajeev Srinivas. Congratulations on winning this award. How does it feel to be the National Public Speaking Champion?
Thank you so much, first of all, for this fabulous opportunity, not just in this interview, but in the entire contest, the support and everything. How does it feel? I should say some feelings we can't express in words. I'm so elated and so happy with this.
How did you prepare for this contest?
To be honest, the preparation for this contest started 2 years back when even this contest was not known. I was preparing for the international speech contest, and this was a topic that I chose. And a few months back, we had Kerala Public Speaking Championship. I thought I got a different topic. I chose a different topic. Then I felt like, okay, that was not lingering well with the audience. So this time, I wanted to reframe the speech that I had already struck with an idea a few years back and came back to this idea. So literally 2 years.
Once you have touched on the topic of your subject, I'm sure our viewers would like to know how you came up with the topic P what you P. It's interesting, the word play in it. So I'm sure everybody would be very interested in it.
Yeah. So the topic as such, we got from my own experience. So from the speech, all I've heard about how I was about to advise my nephew, and I was not practicing what I was preaching. And in the second part, definitely in the office, and many of us, like, yeah, we just preach many things, advise many things, but don't follow. So this was a literally real life experience that humbled me. And the title as such was, I should say, like Isaac Newton's invention. When apple fall on him, he got the idea of gravitation. This was a P effect. So I wanted to have some wordplay. And when we were having some conversations, he was just rushing to P. So I was just preparing for this contest. Then I said, okay, this I can just put the suspense as P, and then we could go ahead.
It's very interesting because I am sure that wordplay is important, and you know how to hook your audience is one of the key things. Then how did you know about the contest? You said you were preparing for 2 years. So yes. I'm just interested to know how you came to know about this contest.
First thing, as a Gavel Club counselor, again, back to this topic itself, practice what I preach. So I wanted to make sure, rather than just teaching my own kids as a Gavel Club counselor, that, yeah, you should go attempt these, you should do like this. I should also show some example to them. Yeah, these are the ways that you can show. So I believe either I set an example so that I can preach them. So practice what I preach was my humble try here. And I'm so glad that I could at least do some justice.
Did you face many challenges in your public speaking journey, like stage fright or things like that?
I should say plethora of challenges. Challenges galore throughout the journey. And I still consider there are more opportunities that I need to fine polish myself to be a better speaker. And challenges as such first, exactly, with the stage fright. That's not an easy thing to grab over. I should say, honestly say like, yeah, in the earlier days when I was fearing stage, I wear spectacles. I used to remove my spectacles so that I don't see an audience. And that gives me the feel that I'm just speaking a lot. So I had done all those things to get rid of the fear. Then I realized that it's always the fear within that is holding us. And after that, I started enjoying the stage. Literally, even now, when I lose on the stage or win on the stage, that doesn't matter. To me, the most important thing is being on the stage because now I started literally enjoying being on stage.
Such an amazing takeaway that is like the fear is within yourself. You can face it. And I really loved your humility when you said you're always fine tuning yourself. That is amazing, especially now that you have reached this height. I'm sure everybody can see the hard work that you put in at every challenge. And taking off your glasses is such a brilliant idea, I should say. But you went on. How do you, another thing of another fear that everybody has is about having failures on stage. Maybe it is to forget your speech, or maybe it doesn't land with the audience. So, how do you tackle such situations?
Um, I should say there are two important aspects in that failure. Initially, I too fumbled and I always had this failure which was backing me. And I never wanted to be back on stage. At childhood, I remember a few incidents where I was utter failure. I just started the speech, goop, 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 goop. That's all. I couldn't speak at all. So embarrassed. But one thing my parents told me was it's just first attempt in learning. And that was an amazing message at that point of time. I couldn't understand literally, but that was a mantra that kept on moving me from there. And they have been so supportive, regardless where I go. They just wished me to just be there. Don't worry about like whether they never asked me whether you win that contest or not. They just asked me, how did you enjoy that contest? I think that literally makes great difference because most of the time, even as parents or well wishers, we always ask them, have you won that? How was all those things? Where you get that competition award? So we all go behind those awards. But the important fact at young age, I believe, is how did you enjoy it? Was there anything that you could learn from it? Even I believe rather than success, failures teaches us a lot. And that message, even at that young age, I couldn't understand. But now I literally understand why failures are important. We always tell the example of Edison of failing 10,000 times. And I remember his epic reply. I never failed more than 10K times. I found it that more than 10K times that this is not the right filament. And I should say, I might have failed more than maybe 1,000 or 500 stages. Now I have realized this is at least some bit that will work out at an audience.
I'm just enjoying the way you're talking about your journey. And I know that this journey meant you had to get onto stage so many times. And you had to face each hurdle. Maybe it is a frozen audience, maybe it is not, it's something that you had to work in your the way you spoke. But what is your biggest takeaway? I know your messages were to surround yourself with good people, have a positive feedback coming in very nicely and truly, and heartfelt feedback is very important. But what is your biggest takeaway? This I would like to tell you is for the younger audience, the participants of contests like this, and when they look at the championship and the amount of speakers coming in. I think there were 200 odd speakers, and each round people were being eliminated. So, how do you keep that Josh going through from A to Z? How do you get where you are? Just give one or two takeaways for our young audience.
I should say I am so happy to see our young audience who are really thriving to speak, and not just thriving, the way they are handling the topics when they come up with these ideas. I really wonder at that age or even at this age, am I thinking in those lines? So to me, they are amazing me with these thoughts. Only thing I wonder is how they are going to utilize it. Most of the times, I feel they are more emotionally attached to the journey or not to the result, which is the winning rather than the journey. So, my humble suggestion would be enjoy the journey, which is more important than just one result. Because I remember after the public speaking championship competition, I came up to home, and first thing my mom asked me was, I have told you to bring milk. Milk. Where is my milk? So, as a son, my responsibility again goes back to those subtle things, and that really matters, and that keeps us being human. So, accolades will be there, and that is also needed, but always we need to be human, and that humbles us.
So, this is the message that you would like to give to all the participants to enjoy the journey. Such a
Enjoy.
beautiful message. And imagine you have just taken off the awards from it all. Everything is like a skill for you, and you have learned it. Now, all these participants and everybody, you have interacted with a lot of people during this journey, especially during the contest. What do you think touched you the most?
I should say the relentless practice that from this young age the kids are doing. I was so, I should say, like, yeah, I don't have even words to express that feeling. I was taken aback by the thought process. Even I wrote down all the contestant themes that they have put forward, the locked door, and so on. There were such amazing topics that at young age they are doing. So that keeps me inspiring to learn more. I thought, like, yeah, even after last contest in District 1 2 in area, when I won, I thought, okay, I have reached such a level. But now, keeping on contesting realizes me that it's more to learn, and learning is a constant process. And the best thing about contest, the learning is triplified. You get to experience what you have learned, and you learn from the best among the best, and it's always heartwarming to see and compete with the best.
Okay. I heard the fact that you were a counselor for Gavel clubs. It's amazing to know that you are mentoring so many Gaveliers. So, how did you do it, and what is your take on it?
Thank you so much for, first of all, giving me this opportunity. I should thank, first of all, Sigma Pi, who has been the inspiration to be the Kids Gavel Club counselor. And he pushed me, even though Sundays are lazy, that we want to escape, but he made sure, like, yeah, that is more enriching. And Kids Gavel Club Kachi contains of such fabulous kids who just makes our 2 hours run like anything. And how I I should think, say, like, I am contributing, I'm learning from each and every day when we are meeting. It is a plethora of learning experience. They come up with these new ideas, even with simple roles. The way they innovate themselves is much beyond words that we can say. I always feel that I am now at least a champion speaker, if I can claim. It's just because of these inspiration from what I get from these kids and the truly dedicated parents who go beyond their limits to encourage those things.
Thank you so much. It's so interesting. You're actually inspiring other people also to take up the role of mentors for Cavaliers and spend more time inspiring these little ones. Now, we come to the end of the interview. I would like you to leave us with the message to all future participants of the contest.
Just a simple success mantra, I would say, is enjoy the journey, feel free to fail. Now I would revamp or rephrase that fail as that is the opportunity to fight again in life. Whichever is your aim, it's just a mere opportunity for you to fight again and again in life. And always feel free to learn, because learning is a never ending process. Most of the time we feel, oh, I've done the script, it's enough. No, it is always important. It took me 2 years to construct this speech, and I could at least win at this level. And I am truly believing that it may take many more years, but it's always worth if you keep on tinkering. Nothing else than fiddling and relentless preparation. There is only one success mantra: practice, 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 and enjoy those practices. Thank you.
In short, practice what you preach. So that's
Be what you be.
be what you be. Thank you so much, Rajiv, for spending time with us and sharing these nuggets of wisdom that is, I'm sure, going to inspire all our audience to try more and to be more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. It was so great time spending